honest. It's okay. You don't have to admit it. Honestly, no one ever does. But mainly, I was just here wanting to get like a pulse check on everyone's social skills. You know, they took a bit of a hit with COVID, just a little bit, at least for me. Anyways, but before COVID, I was really good at just avoiding small talk in general, like elevators, no, just take the fire escape, avoid it. But then things started opening up and I'm like just desperate for human connection. I'm just talking to everyone about everything. My neighbor, the barista, my gynecologist. I'm just like, what's going on? Familiar with the area? And she's like, ma'am, this is a pap smear. Shit, I thought we were just walking down Michigan Avenue. Two strangers in the night. But yeah, so I mean, when it comes down to it, we know socially who got the worst, and it was the kids by far. My nephew Rocco was 2 when this all started, so he should be like in daycare learning, don't like bite the other kid next to you, probably not a good idea. Instead, he was talking to the mannequins at Target. I was like, we're going on an essential trip. He's like, my friends, we're gonna see them. And, but secretly, I know it's horrible, but I kind of love that the pandemic has now made him like the weirdest kid ever. And I think it's because I was a weird kid. I don't trust normal ones. They grow up to become the type of people that file their taxes early, like completely psychotic shit. And I was like the type of kid that begged their mom to go to Christian sleepaway camp. And that wasn't even the weird part. Like I noticed things were off when it was like before bedtime and all the kids were pulling out their Bibles and I pulled out my Ouija board. Did I not get the memo? Or did you not get the memo? Like, who's wrong here? And my bunkmate Sarah was praying to God and I was trying to summon the ghost of JonBenet Ramsey. Like, and if you're wondering who did it, her brother, obviously. How do I know this? You know. Well, she whispered and told me, so that's how I know. She also told me when I would get my first period, so the girl was looking out for me. It was around middle school that my mom got like a little bit concerned. Like I just call them like greasy hair, just like stomping in, looking like Samara from The Ring. And she's like, what well did you come out of? And I'm like, PE class. And she's there and she's sitting at the kitchen table. And you know, growing up, there was like 2 places you didn't want to see your mom sitting at. Like the living room, you knew you were in deep shit for something. Like she found your voodoo doll under the bed. Right? Didn't happen to you? Okay. Or the kitchen table. And that's where like she had her pamphlet of just brochures that she got from like the network of good parents that said like how to break through to your emo daughter. So my mom's sitting there, like little Italian lady, thick Chicago accent. She's got her glasses like on her, but then also another pair because she forgot they're there. She's like double fisty with the readers. She's like, Vanessa, you gotta get involved in the school. You're joining the cross-country team. And I'm like, at this point in my life, sports are not my hobbies. My hobbies include lying on my bed, staring up at the ceiling, and crying A Breakaway by Kelly Clarkson. Sweating and like taking care of my physical health is literally not within my brand guidelines. But like, we're doing it. I'm there. I have to be there. And if you're not familiar with middle school cross-country, it's basically where all the kids who got cut from the volleyball team hang out, okay? It is the sandlot of all sports. It is 99% the most unathletic kids in the grade, 1% is Benny the Jet Rodriguez, okay? And like, you're either the kid running a 5-minute mile or the kid sniffing glue behind the tree. There's no in between. But I go, and I completely miss my race because I'm too busy conducting a poem reading for the 8th grade girls. I'm like, all right, listen, Caitlin, here's the deal. This is how you're going to do your math test. This is the type of dog you're going to get, and this is the exact time and place that you will die. And that was like my version of spitting game in the 7th grade. Like, I thought it was like, you know, but if you're wondering, like, did we become high school sweethearts after that? No, actually no. And her mom was like not a fan of that cosmic connection. Not because I was probably a lesbian, but because I was probably the child of Satan. But like bringing it back to my guy Rocco, I saw him the other week, my nephew. He's doing all right. He's 4. He's now like jumping back on the saddle with socialization. He's taking Taekwondo. And I asked him, I'm like, Rocco, like, what did you learn at Taekwondo, and I'm expecting he's gonna like break a board, and he's just like, eye contact. That seems like a good lesson in theory to learn until like you're the guy on the train that's just staring at everyone. And so me being like the good aunt I am, I'm just like, all right, listen, Rocco, there's like only 3 types of people you should be making that kind of eye contact with. Your family, friends, and the ghost of JonBenet Ramsey. Thank you, everyone.